Hey, how is everybody? This is what we do here for dinner. Every night we try to figure out something to eat. Everybody always asks us, hey, what do you cook when you're keto? You can't eat this, you can't eat that. And we just find that to be not true. There's always something that you can make with things that you have at home. We're always coming up with something new, something fresh, some way to move things around, change things up, add something in there that everybody likes and just kind of put a healthy twist on it. So today what we're going to make is we call it a lemon garlic keto chicken with green beans. So it's a very simple dish, but it is actually really delicious. I'm going to have Mason start off with 3 tablespoons of butter. He's going to put the butter inside of the pan. Be careful, butter is hot sometimes. Alright, so he's got butter in the pan. And by popping like that means I'll probably have it just a little too high. But it's alright. As long as it's not popping and burning anybody, it's all good. So we're just going to let that butter melt. We have some chicken thighs. If you like chicken breasts, you can use chicken breasts. I happen to use chicken thighs for this recipe because the chicken thigh is really versatile. It has a lot of nice fat content, and it's also something that is inexpensive. I get the boneless, skinless type. We're going to take a little seasoning salt and a little pepper and season our chicken liberally. Don't over season it because we're going to add some garlic and some other things a little bit later. So what we're going to do is take the chicken, place it face down. Yes, we have kids running through our house. Our nephew is here from out of town. And this is how we cook and this is what goes on. It can't be perfect all the time. When you're actually cooking, you're going to have all kind of chaos going on in your house. And we're just showing you how we do it in our house. A little chaos doesn't stop anything from continuing. But we love kids in our house. So a little bit of seasoning salt on top. You don't have to overdo it. Just put a little bit of seasoning salt to your taste. If you don't like seasoning salt, you can use salt and pepper. I like a little seasoning salt. Choose a brand that you like. We're actually going to take a little bit of chopped garlic. Mason's going to pour that in there. That's about 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. If you want to get fresh garlic and you want to mince it, it's roughly about 1.5 fresh garlic after you press it and chop it. If you like more garlic, you're more than welcome to add more garlic. If you like less garlic, well, who likes less garlic? I don't know too many people that don't like a lot of garlic. I don't like to go overboard because we're not trying to chase away any vampires or anything like that, but we do like a little bit of garlic. Garlic adds nice flavor and it's really good for you, for your body. And it's also keto friendly. So as we have this sizzling, it'd be nice if you're able to see how it's sizzling. You just let the chicken cook. You'll let it actually start to brown. It takes about 1.5 minutes to brown on each side. It doesn't have to get completely done as it gets started because you're actually going to cook this a little bit more with the green beans. But we will toast these, we will turn these and let them get brown, and we'll turn them and let you see what they look like. But pretty much you're cooking your chicken in a nice garlic butter, and then later on we'll add a little bit of lemon. So while that is going, Mason is already taking care of the task of the green beans. Not yet, Mason, not yet. He's already got them prepped. One easy way to do this, we use fresh green beans. They are much better than canned green beans. You could use a frozen green bean, but I can't guarantee the results. I can tell you these results of a fresh green bean is going to give you something that is a little bit better than what you get out of a can, and it's definitely going to class up your meal a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll actually start dicing up some, cutting up some lemon that we're going to place inside of there. This one I'm going to use for garnish a little bit later. And then another one I'm actually going to squeeze a little bit later also. The lemon is actually one of the stars of this dish. Who doesn't like lemon chicken? You can go to most restaurants and find something that is lemon chicken. This one here actually likes lemon chicken, lemon pepper, I'll say, because I don't know if he likes lemon chicken, but we're going to find out today. So I'm going to turn this a little bit. You just turn it when it's starting to get brown. You don't want this to get overly brown just yet. Just go ahead and get cooking on both sides. Just a quick little turn over. You can use the tongs, you can use the fork, or whatever makes you happy. Hold on, Grasshopper. I'll give you the cue. He's determined to put these green beans in there. All you have to do is take about a pound of green beans, snap the edges off. If you want them to be a little smaller, you can actually snap them again. If you like them that size, that's fine. Like you just want to remove the little pieces like this, pop a piece off, pop the edge off. It's like snapping green beans. Hopefully you don't have any traumatic experiences of over cutting and popping green beans when you were little. That might have been a punishment that you had, but not in our house. We actually did that. We all work together and we do different things like that. So all you do is take this here, put it in a glass bowl, put about a half a cup of water inside of there, and let this steam in the microwave for about 6 to 8 minutes. You want it to become a little bit crisp, but you don't want it to be overdone because it actually is going to cook inside of here. This is like getting the green beans to the point where it can cook inside of here, because raw green beans take a little bit longer to cook. This is getting it very similar to what you would get from a can, but you're going to have a different level of freshness. Are you eating on something? What are you eating? What do you think about the chicken? You think it smells good yet?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I will let Mason turn this. If anybody's watched me enough, I usually don't let my kids mess around too much on the stove. They do a lot of watching before they actually get a chance to do cooking. I learned how to cook by watching. I feel like that's the best way to get them to start and make sure that they do things safely without getting hurt, without getting burned. And we cook as a family. We always find different things to do. Everybody has a different task. It's really easy just to plan something. If you have some chicken sitting in the bottom of your refrigerator, frozen, you can sit it out in the morning, let it start thawing out. When you come home, the only thing you need to do is trim off a little bit of fat. Or if you're using a leaner cut of meat, you may want to cook it a little bit lower. You may want to pound it out to be a little bit thinner because this dish cooks a little bit faster. And if you're trying to cook the breast all the way through, when you cook it and you add the green beans, you'll probably end up overcooking your chicken, and a dry breast is not something that you want to have. So again, we'll look at it. It's not quite as brown as I like it to be, so we're going to turn it up just a little bit. I cut the temperature down a little earlier because the butter was flying all over the place. But the flavor that you're getting from this is amazing. The garlic is starting to break down. You're starting to see it start to brown and get that nice little smell and flavor. The seasoning and everything is starting to caramelize inside of here. And as this gets closer to being done, we're about a minute away from adding in our green beans, and that'll be your cue helper. Kai is actually babysitting tonight, so she is getting the night off from cooking. But it's not very often I get a night off from cooking. But we actually enjoy doing it. We try to find healthy things that you can eat, and that we can make things that you actually enjoy. Something that is actually something you look forward to eating, is something instead of something that feels like you're forcing yourself to eat it. And you can actually save the leftovers, and it's good to heat it up in the microwave for lunch on the previous day, on the next day. All right, man.
Garlic is dissolved.
Just break it down a little bit. That's what it does. As it breaks down, all that good garlic flavor is coming out, getting into that chicken. So now it's time for green beans. Try not to get any water, because you don't want to add water into there. So what you're going to do is take it like this, shake it, make sure there's no water holding onto the tongs, and then just drop it inside. Do that again, make sure you get that water off. If you teach your kids to eat healthy, they will continue to eat healthy. They may go away from it while they're in college. Then you can tell them, hey, you go back to eating the way I showed you how to eat, and you'll be healthy.
Mom, you do all of it?
Yep, all of it. Now don't get too quick. You didn't shake off the water on that one, so be careful. That's good. Nice work, Mason. So we'll let this cook. We'll do a quick stir around so some of this green beans can get down into the actual mix. of the pot. So it gets down into that garlic, into that butter. You want the green beans to be seasoned also. So we'll actually hit that with just a light coat of seasoning on the green beans, not overdoing it. The unseasoned green bean is an unhappy green bean. You got plenty of seasoning down there with the garlic, but a little bit more seasoning. We actually went a little light so we can actually season the green beans. You can actually season the green beans also if you pour out the water beforehand. Just don't over season it when it's crowded in the bowl. That's where sometimes something becomes saltier than you want it to be. And you never want something to be too salty. Nice balance of flavor is always preferred. So we're going to cover this here. And Mason is going to watch that and let me know if he sees any funny business. And we'll start. We already have some wedges for our lemon. And actually, I'm going to prepare to cut a lemon in half. If you have a lemon squeezer is perfect. But if you don't have a lemon squeezer, you can also use just a little bit of elbow grease. You just want to catch those seeds. And if some seeds get inside of there, hey, pick the seeds out. It's easy. You see the seeds, don't eat the seeds. But you can also take and pop out the seeds that you see on top. That's a good way of doing it. The strainer, the juicer actually catches those for you. But we want to get as much juice in the pot as possible. Do be careful when you take and squeeze this lemon juice over the top of this. Then adding that liquid into something that has a fat, like a butter or an olive oil, it can produce something where you pop up a little bit. So don't squirt it too hard or do too much. All right, so we let that steam a little bit. Those pre-blanched green beans are starting to look nice and firm. You don't want them to be too soft because this is how the meal kind of stands up. You'll start seeing how the green beans look. You'll kind of get a look at another piece of how the chicken's looking. We'll turn that again and we're getting close to plating. Like look at the color combination on that piece of chicken. It's really nice. It's exactly how I want it to look. So that's the one I'm going to take out and prepare while I let some of the bigger pieces cook. You can actually double or triple this recipe. You only need a couple of pieces of the skinless, boneless thighs and put it inside of there. They're actually really easy. Like I said, you can use chicken breast. You can also use other meats if you like also. You could actually do this with a pork chop. I'm pretty sure that would taste pretty good. It's complementary to the lemon and the garlic. Hi Larry and hi Avery. How are y'all doing out there? Did y'all have a good day today? Are y'all joining us cooking, or y'all gonna just watch and come cook something with us next time? Any updates? We love to cook. We love to share what we cook and give people different ideas. So many people come by the bakery and ask us, what are you guys having for dinner? What are you guys doing? This is usually what we're doing, nice, simple meals. Hi, Marnie. Welcome. I'm squeezing a little bit of lemon juice in there. The lemon juice adds a whole nother layer of flavor. It's actually one of the stars of the dish. The nice tartness that you get from the lemon definitely is something that you don't want to skip out on. If you don't like lemon, that's fine. You can actually do lime. I think that will pair with it also. Welcome, Elena. We hope you all had a wonderful, safe day today. Huh? The lemons, those lemons are going to be for garnish. There's some, you know what goes on the plate to make it look nice, look fancy? See, I use a fancy term. That's what I get for being fancy. This is my sous chef. He's in training. So, y'all encourage him. He's learning how to cook. Every day he sits back and watches me cook, and one day I'll just hand it over to him and say, hey man, show me how to make that. And I'm pretty sure he'll remember. He has a really good memory, even though he doesn't believe me just yet. He doesn't remember to clean his room and pick up stuff, but I'm not thinking out of it. Most kids your age don't remember to do that either. You do a lot, but there's times you forget. Larry, we're looking forward to coming back and see you. We thank you for coming in. We actually just saw Larry. This is something Larry cooks all the time. I know this might be something that he might make at home. All right, we're gonna plate. So I'm gonna grab the plate over here. Let's see. I guess I haven't been in my cabinets for a while. All right. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take out a little bit of green beans, and you can plate this however you want. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's your plate, it's your food, it's your house. We just want to help you reconnect in your kitchen and retake your kitchen and make it easy for you to find things that are low carb and delicious. Just because it's low carb doesn't mean you're going to have to sacrifice on flavor. You're going to have to sacrifice, yes, garnish, that's what it's sea grasshopper, you got it. Not the big one of the smaller slices. It sounds good. Edward, what's going on? Thanks for watching. Oh, there we go, Mason. Thank you. You can actually put that right on the side. You're not going to eat the lemon, but you can put that on there for presentation. And you have a keto garlic, no more lemon, unless we put some more on the plate. I'll put another piece of chicken on there because I think Mason likes a little bit of extra chicken. And there we are with our garlic lemon chicken. And let me tilt it forward so you can see what it looks like. That is a quick meal. It took about 10 minutes for us to prepare. It took us about 30 seconds to microwave the green beans. But this is what it looks like here. Definitely something that you can do. And actually, I will tell you the other trick to making this look really good that you see at the restaurants, the trick that they don't tell you is they actually take a little bit of sauce from inside the pan and they pour it over there. That's where you get that flavor. Sometimes you made something that's actually really good and you left the goodness in the bottom of the pan. So just take a little bit of the leavings, the droppings, the juice from the chicken, the lemon, the garlic, and you'll grab some of that and put it in on the top of the pan. And then you come back, then you see all the garlic, the lemon, the flavor just jumping off. Something easy for you to have, something delicious, something nutritious, and something that's going to get you going and get you full, and actually something you would actually enjoy having again for lunch. So I'm going to try some just to make sure that it's good. The director of quality control probably wants to try it too, but he's over there. So I'm going to try some. So I'll try a little bit. Mason's not the biggest fan of green beans, so I'm not going to even try to give him any green beans. Now I'm going to let Mason try this piece of chicken and see if it's Mason approved. It's approved. Actually pretty good. Mason is very challenging for an 8-year-old, but his taste buds and his palates are growing every day. And for me, that's spot on what I'm looking for. Nice flavor from the lemon and the garlic. Not too much salt, not too much garlic. Nice and balanced. Get a little bit of green bean to go with that.
Oh yeah, it's passed. It passed the test.
That's it. And if your kid doesn't like green beans, you can add a little bit of lemon and garlic. It definitely gives it a different flavor. Sometimes green beans can be boring, but they're delicious when they're paired up like this. So we thank you so much for watching today. We hope that you make something with this. You can always prepare and grab different things, grab some things inside of here, and even if you didn't get a chance to make it with us live, you can watch this again, look at the recipe, and make it yourself. It's all about finding out what works for you, what works for your house, what works for your family. We just want to help you reclaim your kitchen one meal at a time. Thank you, and just check us out. Like this video and be on the lookout. We're going to be popping up every Wednesday with something good for you to eat. Thanks for watching. Take care.